let's what y'all okay. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about there was an article, Bleacher Report. It said that the Rams aren't validated with the Matthew Stafford trade until they win a Super Bowl.
That's dumb.
Agreed.
Go ahead, go ahead, Kurt.
I'm saying the guy who ever wrote the article lost credibility. I wouldn't read another article because it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. How is it not valid because they made this? Now, if they had lost to San Francisco
or Arizona or Tampa, I got you. Yeah.
Maybe not Tampa, but if you lost Tampa had injuries, but if you lost to Arizona, if you lost to the 49ers, yeah, I can understand maybe you come out, especially if you lost to Arizona because that's the first round. But if they had played Green Bay or something like that and they had lost, I'd have been like, I think it's still valid because they played a better team. Like Green Bay to me was the better team.
Yeah.
But if you lost to 49ers, you lost to that game, then I could understand coming out and saying that. But you make it to the Super Bowl, even if they lose the game, I don't understand how you can say the trade is not valid at that point. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, he got his team there. This is pretty much what you wanted. They weren't the favorite. In a lot of people's eyes, majority of people's eyes, I would say. I think Green Bay and Tampa Bay were probably the two favorites over top of them before the season started. Then probably the Rams. But, you made it there in your first year, and you lost some players along the way. You didn't have Cam Akers for the most part. You lost Robert Woods late in the season. You brought in Odell to try to adjust him to the ways of the Rams. Defense wasn't playing well like they were last year, and then now they in the playoffs they turned it around. So I don't understand how it's not a valid trade when if they had Jared Goff in this team, Jared Goff is not taking this team this far. So just the fact that they got a guy who's never won a playoff game to this point on a new team, learning the new system, things like that, and he gets a team for first year to a Super Bowl, it's already valid to me, whether they win or lose.
Yep. Everything Craig just said, I will throw in. You also have to consider the fact that the Rams value first-round picks differently than everyone else in the NFL. So giving up multiple first-round picks to bring in Matthew Stafford doesn't mean the same thing to them that it does everyone else, because they have been able to build a really good roster by trading those first-round picks for veterans and being, doing a little bit more maneuvering. So the fact that they're in the hole and that losing those first-round picks, a lot of teams that would hurt, the Rams have made it work. And because they've been hitting on some of those later picks.
When I first heard this, I was like, look. It was Gary Davenport. I was like, listen. And some people agree with him. I don't. I think, and I'm going to first to say it, I was like, trade for Matthew Stafford, you got to, Jared Goff at least got your Super Bowl. No. It is straight. They're okay, whether they win or lose the Super Bowl. Everything that Craig said, everything that Corey said, right? Their first round picks are going to be in the 20s and 30s. Matt Stafford, look, Tom Brady's retired. The only quarterbacks in the NFC, we don't know where Russell Wilson is, right? But let's say Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray. The NFC is wide open. And with that Rams roster, not to say it's a dynasty, but this might not be their only Super Bowl they go to.
I would agree. Their window should be open for.
It should be open for a couple of years. So, of course, by the time they're ready to pick again.
Hey,
they're cool. They're cool with me.
The wild part is what people don't look at this is, and no disrespect to you, Jared Goff, but Jared Goff wouldn't have been able to handle the pressure that was then put on them, because you look at what they did with the moves. You went out and got an Odell Beckham, who a lot of people was like character issues. Do you really bring him in? You brought in Von Miller. You did the defense lost some pieces and lost its D coordinator. The defense wasn't on the same level as a year ago, but they still are very solid. So you do all these things and you put this pressure on this young man, and he rose to the occasion. Stafford just rose to the occasion. A solid season. He's helped to He's combined with Cooper Kupp, with almost 2,000 yards receiving. Like, you look at the things he's accomplished. Even Odell is going out here and playing at a high level and playing with some confidence and excitement and playing with some swag again. So you look at this. I think I salute Stafford for the pressure that was put on him and what he's been able to do that I don't think Goff would have did. So for this to come out, and to be honest with you, when did this come out? When did this article come out?
Oh, maybe what's today? Today, maybe 2 days ago. Yesterday, 2 days ago.
I think how it's depending on how it's worded, it almost looks like a slap in the face to the Bengals to say if he doesn't beat the Bengals, it's not validated. Like as if the Bengals almost don't have a shot. So if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, you can't validate the trade. I can't say that because we've all seen when a young team get hot or a team. Look at the Patriots. Because we're gonna go into Tom Brady later. Look at the Patriots when they was first grooming up and growing up, and Tom Brady was young and nobody was giving them a shot, and everybody was saying it can't be done. He was young growing up. He won the Super Bowl. So this team, you don't know no better when you're young. When you're young and you're winning, you don't know no better. You're growing. So I wouldn't sleep on the Bengals with this comment that he made, but I think
while he's frozen, I will also throw out there that Odell Beckham is not with the Rams if Jared Goff is the quarterback.
Nope.
No.
There's no way he would have signed him if they had Goff.
No. I agree.
Play like this either. If Jared Goff is still on that roster, I don't think Cooper Kupp is happening this season.
Oh no.
No.
I know.
Nope.
No.
And then you got to factor in that there wasn't really a running game. So I think Jared Goff would have limped in the playoffs and they would have lost again. And this yes, it is. They're good. The Rams want to win. They're one of those teams that go into the season that want to win. And there's been evidence since Sean McVay has got there. They're one of those teams every year. I was just thinking like, dang, I've never picked the Rams to have a bad season since Sean McVay's been in.